Good evening, YouTubers. Reloading Bench back with you once again. And tonight, I hope to do the very last wrench video as it relates to Lee Lockrings. So I know about a long time ago, I did an update to, I mentioned a couple different wrenches. So years ago when I first started, Lee had these lock rings. And I picked up a 1 1/8 inch wrench, and that worked fine. In fact, I loved it because it's steel, cast, whatever, and it fit perfect and it did the job. Well, then Lee goes ahead and changes the lock rings. They've got a couple versions of this, but they have the same Plasto wrench that, you know, some people are like, oh, this is good enough. Yeah, it's good enough until you get like right here on your press and you snap and then you miss and then you dig your thumb or fingers into the other teeth and then you draw blood or you have every expletive in the world. And to be quite honest, you don't have a whole lot of leverage here. You just don't. Especially when you're on the press. And as I've used the gold versions on my Dillon, there's just no room to work like there is right here. So this sucked. This was, you know, shitty. Then I found this, and I did a review on this and a demonstration, and that gave me the metalness. That gave me the leverage, the ability to grab the teeth. But you only get to grab one tooth and on the bottom, the base of the teeth here. So it's not perfect. You know, it works, but it's not perfect. And this was like $4. I think I got the set on sale years ago. All right. So I'm looking for something online, and I'm on Etsy, which I don't really hang out on Etsy a whole lot. But the reason I was there is because I found an old brochure from an old reloading press, a shot shell press that will be a future video that is on its way, something from 1960, so a press older than me. But what I stumbled across was this, and inside this package, I actually bought two, one for me and one for my son, is this, an aluminum version of this. So essentially, these two mated and had this baby. So this is an aluminum powder coated version of this. So we've got, as opposed to we have wonderfulness here. It's small enough that it won't take any more space up because I have this hanging inside. This goes in the garbage. I have this hanging inside one of my cabinets. And again, this just sets in grabs. So you can't come in at it. I guess you can. I was trying to come in from the top, but I guess you can. So loosen, tighten. Let me get a grip. Dun, dun, dun. Tighten. And I've got leverage. So this is the win. This is the win. Let me, yes, I will hold it up in all of its glory. This is the win. Love it. Oh my goodness. No more wrenches for Lee dies and lock rings unless Lee changes this. So I'll just keep growing my collection of Lee die lock rings or any other lock ring. But I really like these Ultimate lock rings, especially the ones that are split with the ones I have had the Phillips head, which I'll never figure out why they did that, as opposed to apparently what they now have with a hex head, because getting a Phillips screwdriver in that little tiny area, all that does is scrapes the aluminum, especially the anodizing on the gold, so you have gold silver, whereas a hex head, you just pop that hex wrench in there and you tighten it. But in any case, that's a win. So good stuff. I love it when people make shit that a vendor should have made but was so focused on even more cost savings that they didn't do it right. Or you know what? Hey, make this the freebie that comes with this, and then charge $10 for one of these so that you have the leverage of metal, steel, aluminum, whatever. That's it, gang. Take care.